that could potentially lead
I
Umar
love it.
Johnson to a prison. The
Okay, what
woman
happened?
in question who's been Umar Johnson's biggest nightmare is
Mm-hmm.
Marianne Lorient.
Oh,
Now,
I
we're going to
seen her
back up
on
to
that
the
other
beginning
dude
before we
page.
get to the
The
new
other dude.
update that took place today.
Be
Now,
nosy.
about 5 months ago, she did an interview with this content creator called Lennon Honor. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Lennon Honor does great
Yes,
work
yes,
on
yes.
Umar
That's what I'm talking about.
Johnson.
Lemon.
He's been covering Umar Johnson for a while now. Me and Lennon
Mm-hmm.
Honor has had runs in the past. I don't dislike him. I'm sure he probably dislikes me, but there's really no issues on my end with Lennon. During this interview, she tells Lennon about her run-in with Umar Johnson and how it started with her making a donation to Umar Johnson and the FDMG school. And then that quickly
Child.
transitioned into them getting into business together.
Mm-hmm.
And that business relationship ended horribly with Umar Johnson trying to get money out of her. Well, what she would say, try to hold her hostage for some money.
No, nah.
I believed in his vision.
Yup,
I
I seen it before.
loved
I
his
sure had
idea
seen it.
because the way I saw his concept, this is
Mm-hmm.
someone who's coming to
Oh
breathe
God,
life
I can't
within
believe
the
they
Black
doing black women
community.
like this.
And then the Lord
He's
has
supposed
blessed
to be
me.
a
I
Pan
ain't rich,
African, and he doing
but
black
I was
women like
able to
this.
make a contribution for
Oh
FDMG.
Jesus! How
Yeah,
can
would you
I
like
hear
to
the pain
share
of your
how much
voice?
that
You
donation
raggedy
was, if you're
bitch.
And then
comfortable with that?
$2,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Okay.
initial donation
What?
to the school.
Mm-hmm.
This is how the connection became with him.
Mm-hmm.
Umar Johnson apparently called her to thank her for the donation.
My
And
God.
when he called her to thank her, by the end of the conversation, Umar Johnson was
Break
asking
it down.
her
Break it down,
to
Flacco.
next time she donates, instead of
Uh-huh.
$2,000, make it $4,000.
Okay, 2019.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
he reaches out to
that's
you. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So he reached out to me. He was
Jesus.
humble. He was gracious. The only little red flag I had, and then I didn't notice. I thought it was rude, but now, like, I'm the type person when something goes south, I go back and trying to re-examine stuff. He was like, "No."
You know what this says to me? No shade. No shade. No shade. This says to me 100% that woman had low self-esteem. She sure did. She had very low self-esteem. And he knew it too. But he was a very good person about trying to read, and she could be strong, but he could see her weakness. And that is dangerous, bitch. That is dangerous, because it speaks mountains of what the fuck that you're capable of, and you got to be watchful of bitches like that. Because I see, because I've been manipulated too by a man or two myself, and I'm a man, so I know, sure, right? Ain't it wrong with it, baby? You gotta tell the truth, I fucked up, and my goal is over here sometimes is that to tell you the stories of how I fucked up, so that you may not do the same, right? So it works hand in hand. But yeah, Umar knew what he was doing. He did. He did. He did. He did. And then the thing is too, when you do shit like that, it makes women um, you know, across the world, because now how media is things being broadcasted, it just gives a sour taste to all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because then she's seen the red flags. Like, how do you tell somebody, okay, what the next time you give, and she didn't have no red flags with it, and he was humble, bitch. No, baby, that was not humble, honey. Okay, that was manipulation, misogyny, narcissism 2.0, baby, wrapped in a little bit of God. Okay, they do the same thing with religion, and he tricked your ass. That's what he did. But I hope you sue him and get your money back, because I mean something ain't right. But anyway, um, hold on, my bad. So, but anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Flacco. Tell us what's going on, brother.
Next
Mm-hmm.
time, if you could get 4,000 is first of all, just say thank you. He told me next time if I could get 4, and I thought that was rude and a little bit.
In 2025, I don't think Umar Johnson got the balls to ask somebody to double their donation. But around that time, Umar Johnson was that dude, yo. Umar Johnson could call your phone and tell you, hey, bruh, yo, we pushing for black people. Hey, bro, we on a mission for black people, bro. Yeah, you donated, but next time, come a little better. Because Umar Johnson had that cachet with black people. Right now, man, he'll be lucky to to get a $10 donation from somebody, man.
Up.
But so this happened in 2019. Apparently, they stayed connected for years. And then they began to talk back and forth about a conversation about a documentary. Umar Johnson asked her to make a documentary about his life. Now she was a filmmaker. She's never done a documentary before.
It was
so
sweet. Right.
She was kind of uneasy about it, but Umar Johnson kind of 100% guaranteed her that he would take care of everything.
So at a certain point, you donate to him in 2019. At a certain point, he asks you to do a documentary of his life. What do you remember? What year that was?
The documentary. We established a rapport. It was like probably around 2000 or end of 2019. He asked me
okay.
Yeah. I know you like timeline, but I can't remember exactly the date and time.
Yeah. So the end of 2019, could it have been 2020, the beginning of 2020?
Yeah, beginning 2020, around that time frame.
Okay.
So he asked me to do a documentary on his life. And look, again, I'm a filmmaker.
And again, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Auntie, but and again, this is a problem, Auntie. How you not know? How you not know that this man is playing with you? You know what I'm saying? He is clearly playing with you. He playing with you. Like, no. And see, the problem is this. You have to then examine yourself, okay? You then have to examine yourself and ask yourself, what is the problem with me that I keep on accepting this shit? For one, he tells you to give more, okay? Problem. You know he's a harlot whore, problem. And you still, because he has a which some of people have, I have it as well, but the gift of gab, but he uses his for the near will of manipulating you, and you know, have some good nookie with a little money on the side. You know, it's like, you know, he should get charged with a APS case. He should, because he's using women, older women or women that are hurt. He's using and that's the emotional, whatever they call it, abuse. Sure deal. Go back, Flacco.
Tana just went because he has an established audience. He has a platform. But I was transparent with him. I said, Doc, I make feature film. I have never done a documentary. He's like, so what? You're a producer. I said, yeah, that documentary and that film, that's two different beasts. They are cousins. The process of doing a documentary is not the same process of doing a film. Like, the documentary is very detail oriented. It's involved with fact. And then after you collect your data, you have to do an observation of the subject. I said, someone of your caliber, I don't think I'm the right person to do the documentary. Quit playing with me, Queen. Quit playing with me. I have hard regard for you. I want you to do it. I will back you 100%. I will put my sweat into this. Yo, Queen, when I say Doc is on board for something, just say you don't want to do it, but you have my full support.
She starts putting it together before she even get a dime from Umar Johnson. She's traveling to his lectures. She's filming already. She's putting it together. Now, before that
is a problem, because why?
Kind of just gathering assets, gathering a plan, gathering production team, but she still does a lot of work for absolutely free, right? Now, when it was time for them to really get the production team on board, really start filming, really getting everything in place, traveling, doing certain things, filming at certain locations, she tells Umar Johnson, yo, we got a budget. All right. Now, yo, this budget consists of a lot of things, the filming, flying people to like certain places, like hotel. Bro, it's all encompassing. Now, it's going to cost a lot. You can back out right now and there's no hard feelings, but yo, the bill is going to be $86,000. Umar Johnson tells her, man, don't trip about the money. Oh, that's nothing. Man, that's the easy part. That's petty.
Right.
And he ensures her move forward with the $86,000 budget, put the production together. Let's get started.
The financial report for the documentary. Again.
Hold on. Pause. Hold on. Court. I got questions. Pause. Ma'am. No offense. No shade. Jesus. Okay, so you have all these red flags. It's like, have you ever met a person that they be like, I just wish God would show me a sign. I just wish God would show me a sign. Oh, shabba. God, show me a sign, God. Show me a sign. And bitch, God he has already sent a thunderstorm, a tsunami, a volcano, and also a actual red stop sign from the corner of the street to smack the top of your car. And none of that is good enough. After the fact that he already asked me to give more money, auntie, man. And the thing is, again, it's he played into what's wrong with her. And on top of it, she probably was hot too. She going through stuff. She need little loving and
It's like
stuff.
he
Mhm.
asked me to
And
do
he
it,
ain't an ugly
so I'm gonna
dude, but
present you what this gonna
oh
cost.
Lord
So
Jesus.
when I called, I said, Doc,
Ooh.
like I told you, I don't really do documentary. I do film, but you were so inspiring to me. I took the project on,
Mhm.
but this is probably the most costly project that I've ever done. And I kept it to a
So
shoestring
many
budget. Doc,
questions.
when I told you I cut corner of finance, I cut corner. It's like, yeah, okay, well, what is it? We good. I
Yeah.
said it's gonna be $86,000.
She
I
said,
said
oh, she
that's
said 86. I
expensive,
thought she said
Doc.
something
And
else.
he's
Okay,
like,
my bad.
nah, we're good. We could do this.
I
We
said,
could
girl,
do
what are
this.
you talking about, auntie?
He's like, Queen, you worrying about money. You worrying about the petty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
Yeah. How much did you say? How much did
80,
you say it was going to be?
$86,000.
And this was for the documentary.
This is for the documentary.
Umar Johnson is a cap artist, man. If Umar Johnson tells you the money there, man, you gotta double check if that money there, bruh. So she learned the hard way that Umar Johnson is a cap artist. So Umar Johnson tells her, let's get started, Queen.
But how do you my thing is just logically, right? Just logically, not being shady. Like I know she's saying that she had it was, it was it's from the beginning, from jump, it was wrong, you know. Man, it's fucked up. Anyway, we almost done with this. Let's get through some of this and see what's going on. Shout out to Poetic Flacco. Go hit over there to hit like and subscribe. But yeah, he's doing the work as usual.
Put it together. Let's get started. So she gets the production team together. Everybody is on board. They excited. Umar Johnson, the project. We started on this day. We about to travel the world with Umar Johnson. And we getting started. Let's run it. We about to really make the project of the year. So they have a start date. Right around the start date now, she contacts Umar Johnson for the payment so they could get everything booked up. Umar Johnson then changed up the entire plan on her and pulls the rug from out under her.
Sorry, y'all. We ain't got the Supreme package. We only got 87
and
gas.
Begins to ask for free work in exchange for a revenue split.
And I said, well, Doc, you're gonna have to give them the entire money. It's not like a layaway plan or half of
She said layaway.
because everything got to be
layaway.
paid as we go. Because the documentary is like
God, I'm so
we were
tired.
gonna
The book
capture.
of women
So
that are loose.
we did research. We
It's
did
okay,
observation.
Mary.
We
Women
were
that
gonna
are
capture
loose,
some
Mary.
live
Women that are loose.
lecture. We were gonna bring it fresh. So, and he's like, oh, listen, family. Oh, Queen, all my money's tied in FDNG. I don't have a risk since going this documentary. You go ahead and fund it.
I ain't gonna
I'm
never
gonna
look at
put my
Queen the
sweat.
same.
You have my backing. When the money come in, you recruit what you put in, and then just give a little something to FDNG.
Oh,
I
see,
don't even care if you
this
don't
is
give
women
me
that are
nothing.
loose right here.
I
They
just
is
want
something
to
next
live
to it.
a digital imprint for these young boys that I'm gonna create this school so they could know about Umar Johnson. I don't want no white man doing my documentary. He went on and on and on.
Blame the white man.
And then I paused.
you know.
So after I paused, I said, well, Doc, let me get back to you.
we're gonna try to speed this up because trust me, it gets really bad for Umar Johnson very quickly. Okay, so yeah, like she hangs up the phone and says, we're not doing this, bro. Umar Johnson isn't really somebody they could rely on. Now, maybe if this was somebody else who was serious, who was consistent throughout the entire process, but Umar Johnson had already been annoying her, right? So she was pretty much done with this. Umar Johnson calls her back 2 days later. She tells Umar Johnson, hey, Brett, it's not happening. Sorry, we can't do no documentary. That's when Umar Johnson switched it up and then have a bright idea and ultimately convinces her to not do the documentary, but do another project that includes her.
2 days later, he didn't even give me a chance to call him. He called me like, okay, what's the verdict? When we starting? I need to email you these lectures. We need to get started. And because I gave him a list prior to colors not to wear. And I want to take some picture of when I'm gonna wear each lecture, so you can tell me if it's okay. I said,
pause. Come on now. Listen. I can't take. I'm sorry. I mean, welcome, Tank Talks TV. If you are here and you are near and you are in a listening ear, hit like, hit subscribe. You are welcome. I have become agitated listening to this. It's just it's deeper than what it is. It's deeper than what it is. I'm gonna leave this alone. Let's pray for Sister Mary Ann. Let's pray for